between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Good evening, sport fans. You're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. I hope you enjoyed the earlier watch-along edition of the game between Senegal earlier today and the Gambia, which Senegal took home 3 goals to 0. It ended 10 minutes for the Gambia in that one. And it seems the defending champion are ready to defend their title. But hey, this is a watch-along edition for the game between Cameroon and Guinea. And let's just see if Guinea can do what Mozambique and Cape Verde did yesterday, or maybe Equatorial Guinea, because stuffs of heroics was seen yesterday at the African Cup of Nations. My name is Afolayan Adeyemi. I'll be your host for today, but I'm not alone in the studio. From my far left is the fan Tarif that I like to call him Segun Adeyemi.
Well, good evening, yeah, my son. Good evening, Solomon. Good evening, football lovers. Well, it's the sixth game in the AFCON 2023, and it's Cameroon against Guinea. Another big tie when it comes to African football. Each time I think of Guinea national team, it reminds me of the likes of Titi Camara when they were still playing the national team. And it's a big game between these two managers who are legends of African football, Roberto Song and Kabadi Awara. These are two players who actually played at the biggest of it, and seeing them back, managing their national team is actually a beauty to the eye. And we've seen the good work on Roberto Song has done with the Cameroon national team. Though Guinea are without Gurase tonight, and it's going to be a big miss to them. Looking at his exploits with Stuttgart this season, getting 17 goals and just behind Harry Kane in the top scorers charts in the the German Bundesliga. And there's no Chupomoting also in the starting level, and there's no Mbueno also in the starting level. So it's looking like a more depleted Cameroon side. Your favorite Andre Onana couldn't make it down.
Your favorite
Couldn't make it down to this game.
favorite.
After getting that 2 goals, he was a bit stranded in Abidjan today, so he couldn't make it to the camp. But Francis Francis Ondua, they have another capable hand. So let's see what Cameroon will be giving to this game. But I know it promises to be a beautiful and an interesting game.
Yeah, it promises to be beautiful and interesting. Solomon, welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. And it's another big match in Africa because when you talk about Cameroon, the first thing you remember is Africa because they've actually done well. They've actually done well when it comes to African football.
Of course, yeah.
5 times AFCON winner. If they win this one, that is we 6. That is just it will be 1 behind Egypt, but not that is 2 behind Egypt. And when we talk about Africa, we remember the likes of Eto, who has won African best consecutively. They've actually made a mark when it comes to African football. And that is one reason why today all eyes will be on Cameroon, because a lot of people still see them as favorites, alongside with Morocco, Senegal. Senegal just proved themselves today that they are African champions. They are the defending champions. They just proved themselves because Senegal right now is the only team that have scored 3 goals, and it's like we are getting the first person to score a brace in the encounter between Senegal versus Gambia today. Camara got 2 goals I think right now is the one on top of the goal scoring chart. But gradually it's going to change. But it's a very good one for the
back to the game
yeah.
between Cameroon and Guinea right there. It's just a box-to-box game, a game that has been filled with physical presence and tackles flying in here and there. Now, currently straying to Guinea right there with that touch back into the midfield. But hey, the defender was rushed not to make that a loose ball for Cameroon to pounce on. And Cameroon started with a 4-5-1 formation. Both teams, I think both teams came up with that Cameroon came up with a 4-3-3 formation. I beg your pardon. With Ondoa in goal, Yongwa, Mukunde, Wu, and Castellan. All the starter for the defenders for Cameroon right there. And looking at this game, the way Gambia started with this game, Shagun, it seems
Guinea.
Guinea, sorry, I beg your pardon. I started this game. It seems Guinea must have looked at what Mozambique and Cape Verde did yesterday and said, "Well, guys, we can do this again."
Well, when you look at African football entirely, you have to look at Cape Verde, and, Guinea. These are teams that are not really on that level of Equatorial Guinea. They're still a bit above Equatorial Guinea in African football. Even Mozambique, they're a bit above Mozambique when it comes to African football. They've always been the spoilers against the big teams in England. I'm sorry, in Africa. So coming into this game, and if you remember, during the last final match was against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, which they defeated Nigeria 2-0. So they are coming into this game, having that big momentum and having that big presence and motivation in them that they can also come into this game and achieve something. Cape Verde has always been a thorn in the flesh of Ghana. Just I think for the past 5 games, Ghana find it hard, defeating Cape Verde. So that one is even another ball game. And even when the Super Eagles of Nigeria plays against Cape Verde, they can always give it to you and tell you what they actually face whenever they play against the Cape Verde team. So coming back to this game, I think it's going to be a tactical one. Looking at how much Cameroon packed that midfield and that big man playing for Napoli, Aguiza, I think that is one player that we bring in is a lot of experience into that midfield. It's looking more like a midfield battle to me between both teams. And let's see which of them will be handling or will be able to get that midfield packed.
Yeah, the referee today will be Ibrahim from Libya. The venue of this encounter is Charles Konan Bani Stadium in Yamoussoukro, a 20,000 capacity stadium right there in Cote d'Ivoire. So it promises to be mind-blowing, exciting today. And we hope that you stay with us, stick along with us on this channel, and you're going to enjoy every bit of it. So it's Fabrice Ondoa in goal for Cameroon, Dalen Yongwa and Herald Mukundi, Christopher Wu and Jean Charles Castelletto, all the defenders for Cameroon. The midfielders are Oliver Ncham, Olivia Kemen, and Frank Anguiza, who is the captain for today. Leaving forward, Frank Magri and George Kevin Nkudu, Carl Toko Ekambi, all the 3 forward right there. And looking at this, a name comes to mind, Solomon, Frank Anguissa, the Napoli midfielder right there. Do you see him playing a pivotal role for Cameroon in this competition?
Of course, and that's why he has been handed the captain badge of the Cameroonian side, because his wealth of experience, he will bring it to the Cameroonian.
And we'll get back to your thoughts right there. It's going to be a free kick to the Gambia in the 7th minute of that encounter. About to take that free kick. Let's see if they'll be able to convert that one. It promises to be exciting today. Stick with us. Don't go nowhere. The commentaries will be coming your way. See the odds, like the Pigeon Brothers will say. So, it's free kick at the 7th minute, around the 32, 33. Oh, he plays it into the box, and that's an header! But that one header went just off target. It was a good pinpoint header, but he couldn't get that header on target. And that was a beautiful one.
That was a good that was a good header from him there. He already beat the goalkeeper. Francis Ondua had no response to that. If that had just come down a bit, some inches down, That's will be going into the back of the net. Good one from from Guinea coming into the earlier stage of this game and getting the first shot or the first retreat. I'm showing the Cameroonians that they are not here to
And it's
add to the
Cameroon going
numbers.
on the attack right there again. And that cross into the box, but it went straight for the Gambian goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Anguissa Solomon.
All right, I was saying with his wealth of experience, definitely, he's going to bring a lot of balance into that midfield. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, he's a fighter even when he's in Napoli. And this African football, you need to fight a lot. You need to bring more of your body into the game, and that is he have all those.
And that's Gambia going on the attack. Again, you can love the link-up play between the guys. Sends it towards the left-hand side of the field and straight to that more left-hand leg player. And he plays it into the box, but it was a low cross, but it was easily taken by Ondoa. Now, talking about the technical side of Anguissa, Shegun, we've seen Anguissa being one of the important players from Napoli last season. That they won the Scudetto that have eluded them for 33 years or thereabouts. Now, what do you think Anguissa will bring to the table in this AFCON for Cameroon?
Well, I think when it comes to Anguissa in the Cameroonian national team, you have to look at the experience he brings into the team. This is not the first time he's been in the AFCON. I saw him at the last AFCON, which Cameroon hosted. He was one of their mainstream of midfielder in that encounter. Coming back into this game, he knows that there's lots of pressure on his neck. With this team, there's no Vincent Abubakar.
Zambia going on the attack right there. But, yeah, it's Guinea. Sorry, Guinea going on the attack right there, and that was easily intercepted.
Okay, so you look at the number of pressure and number of the number of belief they have on that young man. Talking about Anguissa in this AFCON, there's no Vincent Abubakar. He knows everything lies on his shoulder for the national team. And looking at the big experience he has playing for.
And that's a good attempt from Guinea right there. Plays that shot, but that was a good save from Ondoa right there. And there's another chance. Guinea just scored. But VAR will actually check that because there seems to be a tackle before that goal. So we'll see what
I don't really think if VAR will be checking that, it has to be if there's an offside there. If there was a tackle there, I think it was the Cameroonian who went into that tackle. But good one for Guinea. This is how you start a game against a powerhouse named team like Cameroon. Though you can actually argue that Cameroon is not really that strong like the old Cameroon we used to know. If Vincent Abubakar less Cameroon, Cameroon that we are not seeing Mbonu up front here, it's really looking like a less threatening Cameroon, not with that strength that we used to know them. And Guinea, like I said when we started this program, they can always be a spoiler like any other small team in Africa. Though I don't really want to use them as a small team in that context because that is not an offside.
That's a
beautiful goal. So let's see what's the VAR will be checking. I think if it's offside, then that is not an offside. And this wasn't a tackle. If this was a tackle, probably that might just be a penalty for Guinea because it was the Cameroonian who went into that tackle, not of the Guinean getting into his leg.
And you have to talk about the miscommunication there in the box, Solomon. Look at in front of the box. How can you give the ball away like that?
He was trying to. It's not an intentional thing. He was trying to just place the ball to safety. First of all, he wanted to dispossess the man that was right before him. So the only thing, he was not even looking where he wanted to dispossess the ball to. He just dispossessed it to the wrong area. You understand? And they took advantage of it. They were just coming one after the other from the midfield, coming to support, and they got that goal. I think to me it just justifies why they defeated Nigeria. They picked the right country that plays similar football with Cameroon, and that is Nigeria. And they play to test their capacity. To some extent, our football is like.
No, it's not like.
So what's the difference?
Calm down. You don't have to dominate. Cameroon play more physical football. Nigeria is less physical football. We don't play physical football in Nigeria. That's the difference. Cameroon is more physical football.
But when you talk about positional football and the rest of it, it's almost
they don't play positional football.
Cameroon, go and check Google best song. They are physical.
The
years they dominated in Africa was pure physicality. And it's the 12th minute of that encounter. Guinea already drew the first blood. So it's Guinea 1, Cameroon 0. It looks more like an
It's
AFCON that will be
it's a
filled with
it's a well
surprises.
deserved goal for Guinea. You
Yeah.
look at how much they've come into this game in the first 10 minutes and taken all the pressure to the Cameroon, and they've tried to dominate play. They've made it things hard for Cameroon on the pitch to try
Mm-hmm.
and get into the flow of the game, which is very good for them. Let's see what Cameroon will be bringing back into this game, because you have to look at up front where you have Tumbo, that big man,
And
the big
Cameroon has
striker
a
up front
free
there.
kick right there. Right from, I think that should be 37, 35 meters away outside the box. And it tries, the referee blows his whistle, plays it into the box. Oh no, my
Oh, that was a good
goodness!
chance
That
for
header was a good chance from Cameroon, but the captain, Zambo Aguiza, could not get that header on target. Wow, that was a good chance, Shegun.
Wow, I think he wasn't really expecting that to get to India. That was a good header for them. Good free kick be taken there by the Cameroonians, and I think this is one of the places where Guinea needs to be very much careful about the kind of passes or the kind of crosses that they allow to get into their box. You have top players in this Cameroon national team. You look at their number 9, that is another tall man, another experienced striker. We have seen it all when
Yeah,
it
it
comes to
can
playing
be.
in Ekambe, when it comes to playing in Europe. He's another dangerous man up front there. So I think the Guineans really needs to be very much careful at the back. And they're also missing their very big talisman. What's his name? The Liverpool midfielder. Um, I think I'll
Uh,
get his name. Um,
Okay.
I'll get his name because they're missing him.
Keita
Keita, yeah, they're
Later.
actually missing that big man in the midfield. Injury hasn't really
helped.
helped his career, but he's a big man when it comes to the Guinean national team.
Yeah.
So coming into this game and getting the first goal against Cameroon is actually very good for them. Getting it very early is what really matters most. That is what your our Super Eagles couldn't do yesterday. But
Yeah.
right now you're having it with the Guineans, getting the first goal very early in this game. Let's see how much they can keep themselves composed in this encounter and try to see against the run of play. They might actually get a second goal. So
Yeah, Shagun said it may be like Mozambique yesterday. If Guinea can get that second goal, and that's a pass towards the right hand side of the attack for Cameroon. Drops a quick one to a low cross into the box, but was blocked by that Guinean defender right there with a sweet 1-2 right there. About to play the shot, but the player was quick to throw his leg in the way, and that's leading to a counter for Guinea. It turns beats 3 men, but that was a soft touch back, and it seems Guinea is going to reset the game right there. Guinea started with a 4-2-3-1, 4-5-1 diamond formation with Ibrahim Kone in goal. We have Sekou Sila, Mukta De Kambi, Julian Givrea, Anthony Conte, all defenders. This is not the Antonio Conte for Italy, the Italian coach, but this one is the right back for Guinea national team. So Iliax Moriba and Muri Konate playing the two pivot role for Guinea today. And Francois Camano, Anguibu Kamara, Morgan Vogui, I hope I don't murder these names, are playing behind Mohamed Bayo. Yorubas will say Bayo. Check with that
It's
Bayo.
more about Mohamed Bayo, another good
Bayo.
striker started for Guinea in this account. And you have to look at this competition. It's looking like we'll be having more goals in this competition than ever, because this is the 6th game and we've seen 15 goals already
Yeah.
in the AFCON.
Massive.
So it's looking like it's going to better what we saw in Cameroon, which we didn't really see much goals. So let's see what happens at the end of the day. And this group happens to be one of the toughest group. You have a group where you have in Cameroon, you have in Senegal, you have in the Gambia, and you have in what's it called, Guinea. It's actually one hell of a tough group. So every 3 points you can actually get against any of these opponents is very important for all the teams. So I think if this upset is going to happen at the end of the day, though it's still very much early to say that this game is going to end in Guinea favor. But looking at how much Guinea has come into this game, they are looking like the favorites.
Yeah, they're looking like the favorite. 17th minute of that encounter, a Guinean player was down, but the referee says play on right there. Is not willing to listen to any tantrums right there, and the possession is with Cameroon right there, with Oliver Kemen with the ball right there, who sets it towards Christopher Wu, who set it straight to Oliver Mechem, and but it was dispossessed. and he went in for that tackle, but the referee says
Um,
play on.
it was actually a clean tackle,
It
and that
was
is where you have to be scared of the Cameroon national team because you
yeah.
know apart from playing physical football, they goes into tackles and they get it clean. Though it might look dangerous, but they get their
That
tackles
clean
clean.
tackle. And it's a free kick to Cameroon right there, 17th minute of that encounter. But the referee runs towards the Guinean player that is down rolling on the floor. It seems, though the tackle was clean, maybe it met
Yeah,
a
I
part of
think
the
it got
ball.
apart from it being clean, it got EPC.
Key,
He was the one who
Got one with the
started.
ball, got the ball first, and then sweep him off with a second feet.
Left
That
feet,
is it. You got the ball and you sweep off the player with the second feet. That makes it a bit look a bit clean because when if you are going to check for that foul is what he got first that they are going to actually check first, and that is it. I think the referee has a lot of work to do tonight because when
Yeah,
it comes to Cameroon game, it is always physical.
yeah, it's always physical. But Solomon, don't you think with the presence of VR, Cameroon should be very, very careful?
You should be very, very careful. A lot of people have predicted over 5 yellow card in this
A
encounter.
lot of people,
Yeah,
you.
a lot of pundits. A lot of pundits have predicted over
Shagun, did
five.
you go with the?
I don't play. I don't.
He's
I
an
don't
innocent.
put my money
Shebu is
aside.
innocent. So, but I mean,
I
I'm
don't
just
do
talking
that
about
business.
I relate with everybody, both the pundits, both the fans, everybody. You
Okay,
understand?
alright.
So I'm telling you the aspect of the pundits. They have predicted over 5.5 yellow card in this
Yellow
encounter.
card.
Let's see whether it will come.
Yeah, is it yellow card or card?
Card, both red and yellow, anyone. So, but we have not gotten any yet. Have we
yeah.
gotten?
No, it's not yellow card yet. It's
So,
like 9 game.
it's a free kick to Cameroon. Floats it into the box, but it was too much. There was too much weight on that. But it's going to be a goal kick to Guinea at the 19th minute of that encounter. You can join the conversation right here on our live chat platform. You can just let us know what you think about this game. Let's rub minds together. We are here because of you. And in communication, speak to us as we speak to you too. So it's going to be a goal kick to Guinea at the 19th minute of this encounter. So Solomon Joseph said that Guinea playing better here. Yeah, obviously. The first 19-20 minutes of this game, Guinea has played better. That explains why they are 1-0 up already right there. So that's a long goal kick into the center of the midfield, and he drops that pass forward, and he's with the ball, and he crosses into the box. But that Cameroonian defender was there to give the clearance that Mukunde was there. And it's going to be a reset
I
for
think you have to look at
Shagun.
you have to look at the way Guinea actually play this game. Get on the ball, and when they say that the Cameroonians are choking it up, they go back to their goalkeeper to try and reset play, which is actually working for them. And you look at how much duels they've won in this opening 20 minutes of this encounter, which is really impressive for a team like Guinea and playing against a physically team like Cameroon and winning duels. You look at how much output the goalkeeper has sent into the other half of the Cameroonian and how many success rates the Guineans have in getting the ball and sending it straight to their other players. And you have to look at it again that they are not even holding on to the ball that much. They're springing those passes almost immediately once they're getting the ball, which is very good. And I think it's one of the reasons why Cameroon are looking so a bit confused in this game.
Yeah, Cameroon looking a bit confused. You can say that again. A lot of misplaced passes flying in around there. And Solomon, you see that it seems Cameroon is struggling to settle down in this game. Don't you think it's due to the tactical brilliance of the Guinean coach?
Or of course, it's the tactical brilliance of the Guinean coach. Diawara is
And that's
known.
the first yellow card in that game already. Went straight to Frank Magri of the Cameroonian national team.
Well, that's a well-deserved yellow card. You look at that tackle; it's just the same thing we've been saying about since morning. If you want to get the ball clean, not you getting the ball and getting the legs there.
Yeah.
So I think right now the Cameroon players needs to be very careful. And I think the referee is in awareness of that tactics from the Cameroon footballers.
Yeah. So it's going to be a free kick to Guinea. 22nd minute of that encounter. Plays that one a short one. That's a pass right there. And he tries to find his teammate in Cameroon's final thought, tried to play in a 1-2, but was easily dispossessed by the Cameroonian defender right there. So
And
it's
this
game on in that encounter. The two coaches for today is Rigobert Song, the former captain of the Cameroonian national team, and also Diawara, the former player for the Guinean national team. So let's see which one of them will come out top tactically. Technically, then we have to think about the little bit of luck that can come along with the football game. And so it's game on in that encounter. It's Cameroon playing from left to right and Guinea playing from right to left in this first half. We set it back to the left-hand side of the midfield. We set a long pass right there, but the Guinean player right there headed that one out to safety, saying there's no way here. Guilavogu says, Guilavogu says no way right there. So Cameroon started that without throwing quickly. That pass finds Wu at the defense, and Wu sends it straight to Junior Charles. Charles finds Frank Aguiza right there, but hey, it seems there was no way they had to send it back to the defense. Straight to Daniel Yongwa, who finds that player right there, and he turns around and looks for a one and sends it forward. But that Guinea player was right there to the safety. With what is going on, Shegun? It seems we are looking at a Nations Cup that will be filled with surprises.
Yeah, we saw the first bit of surprise yesterday when Ghana lost to Guinea up to what's it called, Cape Verde yesterday. Though we almost saw what's it called, an upset in that game between Egypt and
Yeah,
Mozambique also.
Mozambique.
So it's looking like
Also
a
the Super Eagles.
yes, also the game between Super Eagles and what's it called, and Equatorial
Equatorial
Guinea.
Guinea.
And it's looking like a game in Africa whereby you don't have to, underestimate any team. You don't have to look at any nation and look at it as it's a small team when it comes to football in Africa these days. Even the big boys needs to put up their A game for them to get into the challenge with this so-called minors teams in Africa. Expanding the Nations Cup to 24 from 16 is actually looking like it's worked the magic.
Giving those teams more time to
Yeah, more
actually compete.
having more teams being able to compete in the Nations Cup, and you have them feeling amongst. I won't be shocked by the next World Cup if we're having one of these so-called small teams, qualifying for the
For the
World Cup.
World Cups. Yeah. So it's game on in that encounter with Cameroon possession of the ball via Oliver Kemen right there. Who finds number 21, Jean Charles? Who finds Oliver Nchama, but was easily dispossessed by the Guineans. And they sent it forward right there, but there was no Guinean man to chase that one. So it's going to be Cameroon back in possession of the ball. The Oliver Kevin takes that one fast, and he looks for his teammate right there. But hey, he sends it towards the left hand side. Mukunde with the ball right there. Who finds Christopher Wu, and who sends it forward and finds Frank Magri right there, who comes back into the midfield and finds Oliver Kemen. And Kemen finds that number 22, Oliver Nchama, and it looks more like as if Cameroon are trying to dictate the pace of the game before they can attack with the ball.
I think they've gotten into the flow of the game right now and they're getting it right. But breaking through the low blocks Guinea are setting for them has really been the issue. And you can see how much they've tried to congest the Guineans half of it. But they really need to be careful so they won't be hit on the counter by the Guineans in this game. In the process, sorry. And it's still Cameroon who are dominated play right now, which shows that for the past 2 to 3 minutes, they've started growing into the game proper.
Yeah, they started. And your take, Solomon.
Yeah, of course, it has been exciting first 28.
And that's a long ball forward for Cameroon right there. Kambe finds Frank crossing to the box. But oh my goodness, Kevin Ukundu couldn't get the head to that one. But hey, he's still Cameroon in possession of the ball. They have the throw-in right there. Sends it back to Frank Angueza, a fast one, and leaving Cameroon to restart. Solomon.
Yeah. Their name is Indomitable Lion of Cameroon. But here they have been dominated by the Guinean side. And the way it is going, it is gradually becoming the bigger names in football are not getting it right at this first stage. But I don't want to conclude that they will not end well. Understand? But what I'm seeing, the the smaller names, I don't want to call them underdog any longer, they are doing very well. If you look, in fact, the tactics Guinea employ shows that they have actually come to this AFCON to stay. You understand what I'm saying? They have actually come to they've not won it before. They've not won the AFCON before. This is I think this should be the I think this should be their second or third appearance in the AFCON.
It's gonna be their third
I think
appearance. It can be.
it's
more.
We'll get back to that
We'll
one
get back
right
to that.
there. So it's going to be a goal kick to Guinea right there, or maybe a restart. Kone with the ball right there, and let's see if they can actually make something special out of this 28 minutes of that encounter. Still Guinea leading 1-0 in this encounter so far. Promises to be exciting, mind-blowing. We've had a Nations Cup that we've seen goals, right, left, and center. So it's going to be a free kick to Guinea at the 28th minute of that encounter. They send it back to that goalkeeper, Kone, right there with the ball. And it seems Guinea are the ones playing like the favorite, and Cameroon playing like the underdog.
Yeah, no, right now they have Cameroon where they want Cameroon to be, leading a goal ahead of having a goal ahead of Cameroon in this game right now. Puts Cameroon under pressure. It's Cameroon who has to do all the attack against Guinea. But I think it's really dangerous for the Guineans to take their feet a bit off the pedal, which is really going to be a big problem for them should Cameroon come back into this game, because I'm not really of the school of thoughts that you soak a lot of pressure in the first half, be it football club or be it national team. You have to play against your team. After getting the first goal, try and go all out again and try to get the second goal before fatigue finally come into it for the team.
Yeah.
Looking at how much the Guineans have gone a bit into defending, I don't really think I buy into that school of thought. I want them to come all out and try to get that second goal in this first half and put Cameroon in a more dangerous or more what's it called?
Uncomfortable.
Yes,
position.
more uncomfortable or complicated situation in this game. So they're making it look like the Cameroonians are coming back into this fight.
Cameroon going on the attack right there with that pass, trying to find Kevin Nkudu right there. But the right back, Antonio Conte, right there, was there to do the defensive DST. And the Akambi had to cover up and do the remainder. So it's Cameroon back in possession of the ball. Fire up their captain, Frank Anguissa, right there, who finds his teammates. But hey, the Guinean player right there was there to defend very well. And he has been dispossessed in a dangerous area. But that Konate was there to do the defending and do it very, very well. So it's game on in that encounter. That Guinean player got into that tackle and he sets a long one to release him on the counter. And that's a counter. And he plays a long one. It saw that
that was actually a good uptake from Silva.
Wow.
I think he saw away from his goal post, which is actually a good take from him, because he was already being closed down there by the Cameroon defender. So taking that shot was actually a good one. If it was coming down a bit, probably it would have beaten Ondua, just the same way Andrew Onana was beaten for Manchester United in one of those preseason games from far away in the midfield.
That lens,
balance game.
So it's water break. Some call it cooling break. At the 30th minute of that encounter. The second cooling break will most likely happen from 60th to 70th minute of that encounter. So the first cooling break right there, and it's still Guinea leading 1-0 as at the 30th minute of that encounter. So let's see if Cameroon will actually come to the party, or maybe it's going to be Guinea that will go home with all the plaudits. With what we've seen so far, Shagun, as Senegal, looks like Senegal is ready to dance to the music played in
when you look at Senegal national team, you have to give it to them that they are undoubtedly the best team in Africa right now. And you have to look at what is working for them. We saw that young man Lamine Camara scoring 2 goals today for the Senegalese national team, and probably by the end of the season we might have your Chelsea, being in the market for him, because we know Chelsea and all these 20 years old player, and when they are looking like they are doing good, they always go out for them. And Lamine was rated as the young best player in Africa at the last half award. So
Yeah.
he's really showing that promise and that
Promise, yeah.
progress that yes, it was a well deserved one. And you look at the mix of the mix in that Senegalese team, the experience and the youth player who are coming in, and the mix is actually working very well for them. Beating the Gambians 3-0 was actually a big one for the Senegalese national team, and they're showing that yes, we are back in this competition to try and win it, and not just try. We want to win this trophy for the second time
In a row.
in a
So
row.
Senegal is not coming here to play. For our listeners that don't know the scoreline, Senegal defeated the Gambia 3 goals to nil. Convincingly, and the Gambia ended that game with 1 man down. So it's Frank Angueza with the ball right there, who finds his teammates and tries to play in, but hey, that Guinean player was there, leaving Guinea to attack with the ball, and it seems Guinea are too relaxed as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned. With
they
this
are
game.
looking a bit relaxed right now. And I think Cameroon themselves, Roberto Song needs to be flexible and devise another means of getting the ball into the box. Coming through the middle hasn't really worked for them. We've seen about 3 or 4 turnovers in the middle, whereby they've sent the ball into the middle of the Guineans defense, and they've been able to to dance the threats of those balls. So they really need to devise another means if it's going to cross from the wings. I think that will actually be better for them because coming into the middle might just be a big one for them. They will have to wait for that error, a first error from the Guinean defender for that to actually pass through it. Maybe at the end of the day, maybe Roberto Song, if he should lose the game, will also be like a Pasero who said winning is being given by God.
Mhm. Well, God is also a rewarder of diligence. So Benedict Boniface says, "Let me reserve my comment." He meant to say, okay, let me reserve what I have to say about Cameroon until the end of the game. So let's see if it is going to be positive surround or maybe negative. So is Christopher Wu that is in possession of the ball right now. Christopher Wu finds his teammate Frank right there, and let's see if luck will shine on Cameroon, or maybe it's Guinea that will actually dance to that music. Cameroon attacking towards the left right there, and he tries to cross that one, but the referee says it's a free kick against that Cameroon
Guinea against
play.
Guinea.
Against Guinea, sorry, in favor of that Cameroon player right there who went in for that tackle. And
That
it
was a
was
rough tackle on
foul.
That was
Anguissa.
a rough tackle on
Yeah.
Giza, and it
No,
was
no,
just
no, no.
No,
lucky
that,
because I think
it
the
was that
stud was
Anguissa.
on.
That
No,
was
it's not
not
Anguissa, sorry.
Anguissa.
No,
That was
no.
That's not
Kevin
Anguissa.
Nkudu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually a rough tackle there. And I think
It should be a yellow card.
he's actually right if he's asking for a yellow card for that Guinean player because I think his
Mm.
stud almost caught him on his ankle there, which would have really been a bad one for him there.
That's a yellow card offense. I
Yeah,
don't know why
that's
the
a
referee don't
yellow.
want to give that.
Maybe it would be too harsh if he gives that as a card offense. So it's free kick to Cameroon in the 36th minute of that encounter. So let's see if Lightning will strike again at instead they plays it into the
Wow.
box, a low one. But hey, Kone had to rush out to grab that one. And says no way here. There's no room for an error. Okay, it takes that one, and it's going to be a restart. Cameroon has to keep asking that question, Shebu.
They have to keep on asking that question. If you go back to the game between Guinea and the Super Eagles of Nigeria, you have to look at the number of saves Kone made that day. He was one of their very best players against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So even Cameroon needs to know that they have to do something special to beat that young man at the back in the goalpost for the Guinea national team. And you have to look at the way he has been coming out to pick up those balls comfortably and confidently. It shows that he's actually on top of it tonight. But let's see what they'll be making into for this last 10 minutes of this game because they've actually
And Cameroon on the attack via Frank and Grisa, but it was easily dispossessed right there to leave Guinea to try to attack with the ball. But hey, the referee says play on. It seems Frank and Grisa right there tries to play that one, but that Guinean player had to block that one from getting through to Kone right there. And
they
Guinea
should
is on
make
the
their
attack
own.
right now. and he sets that
He should
pass.
have made that run. Why
Yeah.
was he waiting? Why was he keeping waiting and keeping Kamono? That's Konate. Konate should have made that. He should
That
have
run.
been on
Yeah,
that run
he should
for
have
that
made
ball.
that. Yeah, he should have made that one. That's a long ball towards Nkudu right there. Controls a beautiful first touch right there. Tries to run into the box. He runs into pass the ball, but it was easily blocked by that Guinean defender, Julian Ginvea, right there. And look at the way
Well,
to
good
call
defensive
that
work for
player.
him there. Good one from him. And I think Cameroon should be doing more of this and trying to send the ball into the box from the wing. And one of it might just work for them rather than you trying to connect from the middle of the park, which hasn't really been working for them for the past 38 minutes of this game. We have just about 7 more minutes to go in this first half. I think getting an equalizer for Cameroon getting an equalizer in this first half will be very much important for them.
Yeah, Cameroon getting an important equalizer right here will be a good message to send. He plays it in a short one. Tries to go down and he plays a low shot into the box, but it was blocked, leaving Nkudu to play it into the box again. But hey, there was no one to connect that ball right there. So it's going straight for a goal kick to Guinea at the 39th minute of that encounter. So it's game on. Mohamed Bayo, some will say Bayo, some will say Bayo, is the difference in this encounter so far. So it's Mohamed Bayo and Cameroon news. So far, so good. It's Kone who's trying to play the goal kick out to restart this encounter. So what will it be? Will it be Cameroon taking home out, losing this game, or will it be Guinea taking home 3 points? It looks more like Cameroon are not playing like a team that will really come back into this game, Solomon.
Of course, I think they are playing their best and
Because
already
we have hardly seen any clear-cut
coming to
chance.
this. No, you see,
And it's Cameroon going on the attack right there, and he sends it towards Frank, and they will cross it into the box, but it was too much from Nkudu to make a positive attempt right there. Nkudu keeps it in play. Oh, but
is he coming to this match?
It's going to be a throw-in.
See, the one thing a lot of people have to know, you have to give credit to the defense of the Guineans. Look at the way they are so organized in the defense, and that was why they were able to keep a clean sheet against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, despite all the striker we had. They were able to keep a clean sheet 2-0 against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and I'm not surprised to see the way the defense is organized here against the Cameroonian side, and it's making them look as if they don't have strikers, because they are really holding them seriously.
I think coming into this game, looking at the first half, you can see Samuel to showing his grunts there. That's what frustration. That's what is happening on the pitch. And it's the Cameroon FA balls. I think he needs to put his emotions in check. Coming into this game and looking at the first 40 minutes, I think what has been working for the Guineans against the Cameroonians is that they've been able to keep them at bay. Cameroon are looking for to get that counter chance against Guinea, and the way Guinea have set their defense, they are not allowing that countering situation to play or have that in play against them. Even when they are defending or when they have a corner kick, look at the number of Guineans who are in the box. They are not sending all their bodies into the box. That is why getting that early first goal is actually very good for them, and having them put Cameroon where exactly they want them to be in this game. It's Cameroon who are pursuing the game right now, and Guinea will actually be able to soak as much pressure as they can soak, to see if they can hold on to that for like 70 minutes and see if at once they concede a goal where this game ending a full-time draw, it's going to be a good result for them. Look at how much Toko Ekambi has been as isolated. We've not really seen any ball get into his hands, and that is where Vincent Abubakar is being missed on this game. You look at the creativity Vincent Abubakar brings into the Cameroon national team. Looking at the back of it, looking at the midfield, looking at the base of the midfield, you can see that there's no creativity in that midfield of the Cameroonian at all.
So Cameroon needs creativity in the midfield, according to Shego right there. And you can join this conversation on our live chat. Let us know what you think, what you feel about this game. Whoa, I'll find Frank right there, Frank Magri, who gives it back to Oliver Remy and plays it into the box. That cross was headed out by that Guinean defender. So straightforward, and look at how he turns.
Look at how he holds on to the
ball.
Look at football.
And that's the counter dribble pass one. And it's an infringement in favor
That should have
of
been a,
Guinea
that
right
should be a
there.
yellow card to
And
the Cameroonian. But the referee has
The
been
referee is very soft.
he has been a bit lenient in this
yeah,
game.
he has been lenient. And, Christopher had to just stop that
Yeah,
attempt right
he was freeing off on a big run there, and we'll have had about two Guinean player around. That was a big dribble there on that wizard there. He took one over that experienced midfielder there, and Guinea were running around the cross or to cross that into the box. And although has actually looked a bit shaky in this encounter.
Yeah, and his game on in that encounter. The Cameroon, the attack from Aguiza, who could right there, cuts back and
Because of too
lost
much.
that. There was too much weight on that touch. And I think he has no business going back out.
Yeah, he had no business going back out there.
You
You
are
already
in
caught him.
already.
Why not just take the collar there?
Why
And that would
not
have been
take
a
the
good
collar?
choice for him there. But he had other choices to make there. And the touch on that was just too much.
Yeah, it
That
was too
at the end
much.
of the day turned it into a wasteful
You
opportunity.
can
for
see
them.
the frustration on the faces of the
Yeah,
Cameroon
because they are not getting what they're expecting from the Cameroon national team. I don't know why what's it called Roberto Song is setting out this way. It's looking like a complex Cameroon starting 11 for me because you're not seeing the vibe. They are not looking like a team who has considered who has considered 1-0, who is losing in this encounter. They are even playing more like they are the one leading, which is not what you expect from a big team like Cameroon.
Yeah, a lot to be seen, left to be seen right there because Cameroon is not really showing promise. They are not showing character. They are not showing that sense of urgency, Solomon.
Of course, they're not showing any sense of urgency. But well, I think to me, it's like they are giving their best. You can't give what you don't have. Over the years, we know how Cameroon have dropped as being one of the super.
And that's a good one too right there with Frank running into the box. But hey, Kone came out and to the rescue and took that one. And
that was
took it
almost a
very
careless one from that defender.
Yeah.
He didn't actually guide his goal. He exposed his goalkeeper. He should be guiding his goalkeeper there, and not only just guiding his goalkeeper. He should be shading the ball there. An experienced striker might have just run through the lines surrounding there, won the penalty. Not even have to get onto the ball, but win the penalty off him there.
Yeah, he could have won that penalty right there. 45th minute in this encounter. We are waiting to see how many minutes the referee will decide to add in this first half. So it's still Guinea leading 1-0. A goal scored by Mohamed Bayo right there, the Guinean striker. The big man up front, he has made the difference. Will that difference be enough to win Guinea this game? Is still left to be seen. So the free kick was taken fast right there. Set a long ball forward, but the Cameroonian defender was there to send it straight to the midfield. And that's a quick turn by the midfielder right there to run into the box, Frank Magri. But it was easily fouled right there in the center circle. And it looks like he's being injured. Really holding his leg.
I don't really think that should be a big injury. It's just normal, like normal that we see from footballers. They make a big meal out of any small issue. You'll see him back on his feet continuing this game.
We'll see him back on his feet now. It's 4 minutes additional time. We are going to be witnessing.
Wow! That's actually a big tackle. He got his ankle there.
Wow. The referee should take a real look on this.
He got his ankle.
The referee has been lenient. Letting all this kind of.
I'm so sorry for saying
that. Yellow card.
Yeah, that's a yellow card.
And this is the first time we're seeing Kamano, getting into this tackles. He needs to time his tackles very well.
And I think most likely he did that one intentionally.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Most likely. Or maybe a miscued timing.
He got to the first time and got it the second time also. So I don't really think it was a mistimed kick, or he didn't really know. That was actually intentional for me. Look at it again. Got it. He wasn't going for the ball. It was the leg with the left and the right.
Yeah.
And he made sure he got that leg.
Yeah, he made sure he got that leg.
I just hope he'll be able to continue this game.
And he wants to go and see the VAR.
Probably going to be a red card.
Potential red card.
As a captain, you shouldn't be going into tackles
and
like
Kamano
that.
right there, might be sent off.
At the point, I wanted to say,
Second minute
the referee letting all this kind of tackles go free.
Well, the
You know,
referee has actually been a way lenient in this
honestly,
game.
there are a lot of tackles that I don't let go.
That was actually intentional. He got the leg first and he got it second time again. I don't really think that should be a red card. It should be a yellow card.
It should be a yellow card.
If the ref is giving this red card at the end of this first half,
I don't think this
will be a
should be a
beat.
red card.
It shouldn't be a red card. It should be a yellow card. But it's actually a hard one.
But it looks like a red card. Yes.
But the boy's eyes, the player's eyes was on the ball.
Yeah, but the ball was far. Look at where the ball was. Look at where the stamping was coming from. It was far away from the ball.
It is twice.
Yeah, look at the
The referee is going to give him a red card.
Let's just
two.
see.
1, 2 is a red card offense.
Yeah.
We know that when referees goes to the monitor, the decision is always what we do think. And Cameroon were moving on attack there. So look at the potential of the ball. What's
Let's see what the referee will decide.
That's what the referee is going to decide now after that VR check.
Checking the VR.
After VR check.
And
for me.
because Kamano,
yellow card,
so the yellow, and it's going to be a red card saying. The yellow card will be cancelled. That's it.
You say, come on.
You need to answer the referee. Yellow card will be cancelled. Cancel. Straight red card.
And it's a red card.
Captain. That was actually, there's I don't really know how this players does this kind of things. That was what we saw in the game between Mozambique and Egypt yesterday also. You are in a position where you are at an advantage position.
Yeah.
You were having a good game, and out of nowhere you just allowed the blood rush into your head and unnecessary foul. And this was so unnecessary in the midfield.
He knew it. He knew it.
It was almost in the central cycle. You need not to do that. Now you're putting your team at a disadvantage. A captain, for that matter, you should be experienced enough to know that you don't just go into tackles like that. That was an unnecessary tackle.
Sometimes I just wonder what runs in the head of this footballer sometimes when they do this kind of errors. But to me too, to some extent, I've played football too. But sometimes these things are not deliberate.
No, this was actually deliberate.
This one.
This was deliberate.
It was not deliberate. It was just, you can't say it's deliberate because he actually he mismoved. No, sometimes his intention is for me.
Solomon,
how do I stop?
And the restart right there, and moves with the ball, but
see another
one. Was fouled right there.
There's difference between this. This was a stampede. You got to the first leg. Let's say if the first one was even a mistackled. What about the second one? Was it also a missed one? Left and right leg?
Yeah.
On the same ankle.
So it's going to be Guinea has just been reduced to a term, and their captain right there has been sent off. Francois Kamano, the attacking midfielder.
Same thing happened in the game between the Gambians and the Senegal. Also, at the point when Gambia were actually gaining momentum towards the dying members of the first half, they got an unnecessary
one.
Record at the
Honestly.
end of the first half. Yeah, that was what killed the game for the Gambians today.
Inexperience. We need to talk about that. It seems inexperience will play a big role in this AFCON, this edition right there. Yeah. Still, but Kudu right there will be happy that their opponent is one man down and is there with a free kick, plays it into the box. But Kone, full stretch right there, gets that one.
It has to take something special.
With this red card now, I think to me, it's another test for Jawara, the coach of the Guinean side. Let's see what kind of formation he brings in. Let's see the kind of changes he will bring. And if he's able to hold the Cameroonian, then we'll judge him to be one of a good coach.
If he can hold the Cameroonians, it doesn't necessarily make him one of the best coaches.
One of good coaches, yeah.
Yeah, let's just see what he would do in this AFCON. Maybe he can take them all the way. That will be one of the deciding factors right there. So it's game on in that encounter. 6 minutes of additional time in the first half. It seems the referee had in 4 minutes. He had extra minutes because of the VAR check. So it's still Guinea leading 1-0 in that encounter, and they currently have a free kick. And they're pushing forward. It seems they want to play this one a long one. You saw Naby Keita. It seems he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. He's on the bench.
Most likely.
Yeah, I think now Nabi should have actually started if he's actually fully
Fully
fit.
fit, yeah.
He should have started this game,
And
not
I think his
the captain.
fitness is one of the reasons
Reason
why
why he's not
Liverpool
starting.
didn't renew
Yeah,
his
because
contract.
they have to. Yes,
Get
you know, you
injuries
look
on
at him. You look at the midfield of Liverpool. It's not like they don't really have those players. You look at Thiago Alcantara. How many games has Thiago played for Liverpool? You look at Naby Keita. Almost of all these seasons at Liverpool, he's yet to
Injured.
play 30 games stretch for Liverpool, which is actually bad for a big player like him. Injury really denied us of that big talent in that young man.
Injuries and injuries right there. Kamano right there, he knew that that was
He knew when he got the yellow card, he knew it was a lucky card for him. Probably the tackle has actually
and it's halftime right there. Cameroon trailing 1-0 at halftime. And they have one man advantage right now. Let's just see if that one man advantage will be able to count. So it's 1-0 at halftime right there. Will it count? Will it not count, Solomon?
They won.
One man down.
One man down. Of course, you know, we've seen a lot of teams with red cards still maintain their victory. You understand? Still win the game with proper, you know, reshuffling. You understand? With proper reshuffling. So with the way I'm seeing the Guinean side, they look like a good team, and they look like they have a very good coach. And I'm seeing probably now in the second half, the coach may come out with a different tactics to see how he can hold based on one man down situation. You understand? He will come up with something. And to me, it can look possible. It is possible. It looks possible for the Guineans to actually hold the Cameroon if they actually do the right reshuffling. You know, because I'm not seeing any strong bite in the attack of the Cameroonians that that shows them that they have that determination, that fighting spirit to come equalize and get the victory. So it is possible for them to the best they can get here, Cameroon can get here is a draw.
Oh, as far as they are concerned.
Well, yes, that's the best.
I think if you look at ball possession, it will actually be on the side of Cameroon in this encounter, who has dominated play, not just dominated play, they've been over dominant over the Guineans in this encounter. And coming into the second half, I think it will be even more domination over the Guineans in the second half, whereby they'll have to do more of defending to try and salvage a point or run away with this 1-0 victory. I won't really expect Guinea to come all out against Cameroon, being one man down in the second half. And Roberto Song, I think he'll be coming in with an extra attacker in this encounter in the second half. Remember the first game at the last Nations Cup, I think the opponent of Cameroon also got a red card in that game, which made it very easy for them to get that victory. And that is exactly what is panning out today also. Coming into the second half, I think I'll have to be on the side of Cameroon to get those victory over Guinea.
Yeah. Shegun says Cameroon might take the day, and Solomon says he thinks Cameroon might just have to settle for a draw. So ball possession in this game, 66% to Cameroon, Guinea 34%.
They actually over dominance. After that goal, right from the 30th minute, Guinea just went on blank, took their feet off the paddle, tried to defend and do more defending, which I actually think is very wrong and put themselves in this dangerous situation.
Yeah, dangerous situation indeed. 4 goal attempts for Cameroon, and 5 goal attempts for Guinea. Shot on goal, Guinea has 2 shots on goal, Cameroon has none. Corner kick 1 in favor of Cameroon. And dangerous attack, 14 for Cameroon, 11 for Guinea right there. It looks more like, ball possession has been in favor of Cameroon, but effectiveness has been in favor of Guinea.
Yeah, ball possession has been has been in favor of Cameroon, because you look at how much time they've been on the ball in this encounter, how much time they've tried to create chances in through the middle line of the Guineans defender, which has already been a big problem for them in this encounter. You have to give it to the Guineans centre backs in the first half. They kept their composure very well. They kept it in check and made sure they were not making those first error in the first half. And that is why you see Cameroon having 0 shot on target, because everything that's gone into the box has easily and well played by the Guineans defenders.
Yeah, easily and well. What about you? It looks like, are we going to see Guinea maybe do something special and just take home the day?
You know, one thing we have over the years, we have been we've been analyzing, and we all know that possession don't win football any longer. It is how effective you are that can get you that goal. And we've seen two red card. Whose name? I've forgotten the team. Two red card. They won. We were two red card down, but they won the game. So I still believe in the second half. In the second half, the Guineans can still bring back fight. Because they have their own tactics. They are not positional. They don't play positional football. You understand? They don't play, like Cameroon play positional football, and that is why they are taking over that position. They're taking over the position, just trying to hit the ball around, try to create chances. But the Guineans, they've positioned themselves very well to always stop them whenever they are coming to. So let's see what plays out in the second half. What plays out in the second half if Cameroon will be able to take advantage of the red card.
Yeah, will Cameroon take advantage of this red card or not? On our screens we can see that ball that led to that first goal. Look at that attack right there. Place the first shot, the goalkeeper saves
And I
it.
think even Odua, that was a bad save from Odua.
And look
He
at
actually
that
spilled
flow.
that.
How careless were the two players there to allow that pass, and boom, Mohamed Bayo had to finish that one. So it's Guinea leading 1-0. 10th minute first half goal, and it's congratulations to Guinea right now. But let's see if they can take that one up, because they've just been reduced to 10 men by the referee, who thought that tackle on Frank Magri was an
Look,
one.
it was actually passing.
It
was actually passing to that. It was already down. Yeah.
It just reminds me of that miscommunication between Franco Yinka and Iwobi yesterday. That is almost exactly what played out here also. Because I think when you are at the base of your defense, the first thing that should come to your mind as a defensive midfielder or defensive minded player is clearance. You have to clear every danger around it, because you're not seeing your back. You don't know who's coming. You don't know how many players are coming to attack against you. You just have to clear your lines almost immediately.
Yeah, you have to clear your lines almost immediately. And let me stay with you, Shegun. Tactically, Cameroon now have one added player. What do you think they should do with that added player?
Yeah, it's a very big advantage for them coming into this second half, or going into the second half. Because when you look at Kemano, who got that red card, you look at how much tackles he has made in the first half. He has been one of those players who have been doing the dirty work for Guinea in the first half, and losing him out now in a midfield where Cameroon has failed to actually get those true passes as they wanted it. So I think in the second half, I'll be of the belief that Roberto Song should be putting an extra midfielder in this game, an extra attacking midfielder for that in this encounter, so he can have an extra body pushing forward and trying to put the Guineans at the back foot. See, Guinea have shown that when there's a lot of pressure, they might actually flop it at the back or at the back.
Yeah, they can flop it at the back. Solomon, looking at it, the Guinea is one man down. What do you think the coach should be adopting for the second half, and see maybe you can actually take this one on?
What if I'm the coach? What I will actually do? The man that got it is a forward player. He's a forward player, and is that your front line? Yeah,
He's a midfielder.
He plays forward. You use him as a forward today.
Attacking midfielder.
You use him as a right man today.
Left
wing forward. Look at the formation. That's what you use him for today. The 3-man line forward, the 1 man up front. That's what he actually used him for today. So what I will do, that is position. I will collapse it. I will not collapse it. I will not take out of those 3 men forward. I will not make it 2, because it is forward. If it's a defender or if it's a midfielder, it's more dangerous. Yes, it's more dangerous. So those 3 people in the front, those 3 people forward will now become 2, then 1 in the front instead of 3. So his position will be left there, but it's going to be so dangerous, because that's what coming from the defense it will be loose. You understand what I'm saying? So when you take him out, and just maintain your midfield, maintain your defense.
Yeah, maintain your.
Then what you will be doing, try to cross the ball, try to locate the 3 people in front. So see how you get that goal.
Try to build up from the defense and try to get that goal right there. So it's Guinea leading at halftime, 1-0, and we'll go for a very short break. Next up, it will be second half. It's from the. I think this is the fifth,
This fifth game, yeah,
fifth game.
No,
No,
sixth.
this
This is the sixth game. Sixth game.
game. In the Ivory Coast in the AFCON 2024. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There are two chances, just like you said. Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball, and he could have scored. At least he could have given, even if he didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Being a Chelsea fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the two London rivals, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Already Man City has overtaken Arsenal on the lead of the table with 13 matches played. A win for Arsenal today, Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Yeah. Okay. Chelsea is coming back, whether they like it or not. Once I just go to my this. I can see Chelsea has so many substitutes. Bench win matches. We're not talking about your starting 11. Now we have two starting 11. Anybody can play now. It's all about two. Let my 2 and 3 they come back. Anybody can anybody will collect from Chelsea. Anybody will collect. This season may be awful, but I'm telling you,
Next is This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Guinea. Don't forget to subscribe. Alpha. It's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Versus Zurich. A win for both automatically qualify. A draw also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Guinea. Please don't forget to subscribe.
You're welcome back. The second half it is back on. Cameroon still trailing 1-0 to Guinea in the 47th minute of that encounter. No changes made yet. Well, over the course of this game, we might start seeing substitution right there. So it's Cameroon right there on the attack, and it comes that one back, and let's see what can he do with the ball. He sends it back to the midfield, and it's Cameroon who sends a long cross across the field of play, straight to the left-hand side. Tries to play in that attacker right there, who drops it for Nkudu, who tries to attack with the ball, but hey, was easily blocked, and it's going to be thrown to Cameroon. And they did that one very fast, straight to Frank Anguissa, the Napoli midfielder, and a follow-up pass was easily intercepted by Guinea right there, and running down the lines with a counter from Guinea and to the number 7 right there, and he placed the ball into the box, but it was blocked, and back to the number 10 for Guinea right there, and it looks more like this game is still balanced as we see. I'm still here with the guys. Shegun is still here, Solomon is still here. We're here to dissect this game and give you the commentary. And let's see how it works, how it goes from right here, right on. So it's throwing to Cameroon right there. And earlier members of this first half, and we're starting the game from the defense to attack. Shegun, your expectations for Cameroon this second
Well,
half?
my expectation for Cameroon the second half is to take the game straight to the Guineans in the second half, and that is what they've done at least early into this encounter. We've seen them attacking more against the Guineans, which is very good for them, for a team that is one go down and having one man advantage over the Guineans. And you can see how much the Guineans are defending with almost all their 9 outfit players, which is actually, I think, might actually be one tactics that might work for them and it might actually hurt them. And when we saw them eat out on the counter, it was just 4 Guineans who actually, moved out for that counter. That means they are defending with 5 men behind their own lines and having just four players, eating out to attack against the Cameroonians. I might actually look at it that it was a good tactics from Diawara.
And that's Magri, who tries to cross that ball and was easily blocked off right there for a corner kick that was taken, but the follower was blocked. And again, they cross into the box, but Cameroon has failed to get that one on target, leaving Guinea to counter, but that was easily stopped. Straight to Ondoa right there to do the proper clearance. And he sends a long pass forward to that Jean Charles right there, who finds Frank Anguissa in the midfield. He sends it to Jean Charles and sends it back to Christopher, who tries to attack with the ball. And let's see if Cameroon can make this one-man count. 50th minute in that encounter, still Cameroon trailing 1-0. Could cross that one into the box.
Oh, that's the equalizer!
That is a goal. Frank Magra just got that equalizer for Cameroon. And that was a good cross from
good cross and good take from that Frank what's it called? What do you call it? Magra there. Like I said in the first half, that if breaking into the lines is not working for them in the first half, why not just make use of sending crosses into the box? Because when you're sending crosses into the box, it's 2 things that are going to happen. It's like the opponent clears or the opponent do mistake or miss the ball and gets into the hands of your player. And that was what happened there for Cameroon. They made good use of that one-man advantage right now. And looking at how much Guinea have tried to defend in the early stages of the second half is really wrong to me. And that's why they've considered this goal in the 50th minute. I expect Cameroon to come back, just like I said during the halftime break. I expect Cameroon to come back into this game, mount a lot of pressure on them, and get even more than 2 goals in this encounter.
Yeah, getting more than 2 goals. Solomon, looking at it, do you now think, do you still think
the early goal has actually done a lot of damage to the Guinean side. If you can see, they have actually, they are actually disappointed with that goal. But as a player, if they can keep their heads straight, and continue what they are
attacking with the ball right there, right now. Again, let's see, can they do something special with this ball right there with Darling right there, who finds Nkudu, who goes down.
They really need to be careful. Talk about the Guineans. They really need to be careful.
So if they can keep their head straight and just go ahead to play what they used to play, I think they can see hold the Cameroon to a draw. But if they want to go by what is happening now, probably slack down.
Yeah, let's see. Another free kick to Cameroon in the 53rd minute of that encounter. You can see Frank Anguissa dishing out instructions to that player right there, Nkudu. So let's see if Nkudu can do another assist. He plays it into the box, but that was headed out. But still in the box, headed out finally by that Guinean player. And it's Cameroon who wants to attack with the ball again. They have a throw-in, and they will have to restart play again at the 53rd minute of that encounter. So it's game on. Let's see if Cameroon can do something special. Sends it towards the right hand, Charles, and he finds his teammate right there to Frank. Frank, one touch, sends it back to the right back. And Anguissa with one touch to Jean Charles, who tried to play it into the box, but it was blocked off. But the train to Cameroon was taken very fast to the captain, Frank Anguissa. And Francis' teammate right there goes back to Jean Charles, who crossed into the box, but it was blocked for another throw-in to Cameroon. Straight to Anguissa, who returns it to Jean Charles. Straight to the midfield, Christopher. Christopher finds his teammate. And straight to Nkudu, who has been one of the prospects for the man of the match today. Crossed into the box, but was easily cleared by Guinea right there. It looks like this game, Guinea are not willing to go on the attack again.
Yes, that's even the wrong thing to do at this moment because looking at the number of pressure Cameroon is piling on them is actually wrong. I don't really expect them defending very early into the second half. If they had done much of staying in the midfield, because when you look at the record they conceded, it's not to a defender, it's to a midfielder. You can actually block that midfield and put one extra body or turn it into a 3-5 body in the midfield.
Yeah.
Leave just by you up front and you still have that midfield still competitive
That would be 3-4
enough.
and 4-4 midfield.
No, I'm not turning into 3 central defenders.
Okay, so 3
having your
central
2 fullbacks joining the midfield.
midfield,
That
okay.
will have actually put them at 3-4 and having 3 at the back,
3-5,
4 in the midfield, and having 1 at the front, which will make it 9 outfield players for them. That will have given them more bodies in the midfield and try to choke the powers of Magri and the number 11 for the Cameroonian in this team. Nkudu, who has been enjoying himself in this encounter. That record has really gotten into their heads and is affecting them in this game. Coming in early on in the first half, early stage of the second half to try and defend is very wrong from the Awara. So, I was not really expecting that from him coming into the second half.
So 55th minute in that encounter, Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. There's a free kick to Cameroon around 28 meters, 25, 28 meters. And let's see if Cameroon can compact this one. Nkudu stands behind this one, and let's see, will he convert this one, and he plays it. And he failed to convert that one. So it's going to be a goal kick to Guinea at the 56th minute of that encounter. Solomon, it looks like you are already disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. You know, in football, a lot happened in football that changed the face of the game.
Funnily, that free kick, even if you multiply the
funny enough, it's not like Guinea were in this game, even right from the first half.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they've actually been on the defending side.
But they've been more effective.
If they were more effective in the first half, now let me tell you why I say a lot happened that changed face of the game. Now, if you look at the person that got the red card, is their captain, and there is this motivation that comes from him. You understand? Even though they are down, he's experienced.
And there's a substitution right there for Guinea right there, and it's the number 2, Guilavugui, coming up for Conte. Yeah, so Conte is in, and let's see if he can do something special. It's Guinea with the ball right now, and there's a foul on that midfielder right there by Anguissa, but he says no. The referee got that one on goal, so the referee already given that, and it's game on in that encounter. Let's see if Guinea can actually do something and actually get the needed victory. So is Guinea back in possession of the ball? That goalkeeper Kone plays a long one forward, but straight to that Cameroonian player right there. And the Cameroon building from the defense to attack. Set it for Charles. Charles crossing to the box, but it was blocked off for a corner kick to Cameroon at the 58th minute of that encounter. It seems that ball met with the face of that Guinean player right there. Look at it, Celia.
Not the face, it was the hand.
It was the hand.
But the hand was in a natural position.
Yeah. No, it looks more like maybe it touched an uncomfortable position in his body. So let's see if Cameroon can convert. He plays that corner into the box. It was headed out. The follow-up shot blocked. But hey, the shot found its way through, but not into the net. So that was a shot from Olivier Kemen right there. Look at that attempt. Headed out. Follow-up shot, but it was a slow one. Christopher Wu couldn't get his leg to that. So it's goal kick to Guinea at the 59th minute of that encounter. So let's see with lightning strike again in this competition. This is the 6th game of this competition. Promises to be an exciting competition right there. Let's see if there will be a new king in African football, or maybe the reigning champions will actually defend their title successfully. So, I think you should look at that attempt again. If Christopher Wu had gotten that touch, Shegun, that soft touch on that ball,
Yeah,
don't you
I
think
think
it
there
would
was
have been the
probably I
second
think there
goal?
was a miskick on that. He didn't got the ball the way he wanted to hit, or the weight he wanted to put on the ball wasn't what he got on the ball. Probably that was why it actually couldn't have much venom as he would have expected on the ball. But really good first 15 minutes in the second half for Cameroon. You know, you've seen the way they've taken this game, and it's a total domination from them, and they've turned the face of the game. Now we have Guinea, why expecting to hit Cameroon on the counter or try to soak as much pressure as they can do in this encounter. And we've seen Cameroon, devise the means of getting more crosses into the box after getting that first goal off a cross. And I really think it might just be Cameroon taking the day, because I don't really know how much how much Guinea can soak this pressure. You're looking at this team right now, and you ask yourself, and you look at it in the midfield, that they lack a bit of experience in the midfield, or a bit of a leader in that team that might actually, try to control the tempo of the game for them. And that is what is actually playing out for Guinea right now. You look at how Anguissa has actually been everywhere in the midfield for Cameroon, taking advantage of that that one man down
And it's
situation in the
Cameroon
Guinea.
going on the attack with that cross into the box. But it met with that Guinean defender who took a touch on that and is thrown to Cameroon. Straight to Anguissa right there, the captain today for the Cameroon national team. And Nkodo sends it into the midfield for Oliver to control right there. And he takes that shot, but it was easily blocked by the Guinean player right there. So it's Guinea trying to come back into this game gradually. But they are finding it out because Cameroon is completely dominating them. Jean Charles dispossessed of the ball right there and leaving Guinea to actually clear for safety. Trying to build up, and that long pass forward, leaving that Guinean player to chase.
Wow,
And he
that
chased
should be a
that,
red card. That should
and
be a
that
red
should
card.
be a yellow
Oh,
or
yellow
a
card.
red
It should be a
card.
yellow. It should be a
Yellow
yellow.
card.
That's
So
a
there were
yellow
two
card.
Cameroon players. Yes,
Took
it should
one
be a
for
yellow
the
card.
yeah.
So it's not the last one. I think that was a slow movement there from Cody, if I'm not mistaken. That's a slow defending from him there,
Yeah, but
and that
you
almost
look at
cost
it,
his team.
the pace, Erald Mukundi right there had to take that one for the team. The pace of that attacker is what you
Right, the
look
attacker
at.
already got the ball.
Yeah,
Got the
He
goal
already,
for
he
yeah.
already set himself on the run.
Yeah,
And like I said, this is what they're actually waiting for. Try to eat Cameroon on the counter. They have the energy. Talking about the Guineans, they have the energy. You can see it on their face. They are so young. They're still energetic. They have a lot of runnings on themselves. You can see Mukudi is still gassing off that small pace he had to run with that player there. But it's very good for him that he took one for his team, because that might have just been a dangerous attack from Guinea.
that might be a dangerous attack for Guinea right there. So it's free kick to Guinea at the 63rd minute of that encounter. So let's see, can Guinea do something special from this? Moriba is about to take the free kick, and it takes this one into the box, and the keeper spilled that one, but it was straight to Nkudu, who finds his teammate. But
A yellow card should be there. There should be a yellow card there.
it seems the referee says it's a yellow card to
Yeah, that's a yellow
that
card, yeah.
Guinean who fouled the Cameroon player right there. That's another captain is on the card. Okay.
They really need to be careful and
Yeah,
said it all.
really
They need to check themselves. You don't really have to go fly into those tackles and that's much because you're putting yourself in a dangerous position against Cameroon to get some more red cards.
And this player right here for Guinea, this
Look at
number
that was actually a
17,
yellow card.
Julian, he should be careful. You don't go in tackles like this with the goalkeeper. You can get a punch to the head and can land him to the hospital.
And it's the goalkeeper territory.
Yeah, it's his territory. So I think he should be more careful right there. So it's game on in that encounter. Cameroon 1, Guinea 1, 64th minute of that game. So we now have some players on yellow card. Magri is now on a yellow card for Cameroon, the goal scorer. Mukundi now on a yellow card. Kamano was red carded in the additional minutes in the first half. Diakabe is now on a yellow card also for Guinea, the standing captain. So that player from Guinea had to mark out Nkudu, the guy who made the assist for Cameroon right there. You have to shield him off that they couldn't get enough touch on that ball. So it's going to be goal kick to Guinea at the 65th.
So the prediction from the pundit has actually come true. They say over 5.5 yellow card, over 5.5 cards, and now it's 6 plus the yellow plus the red card. So that means they got it right.
It's not 6 yet.
How many?
Yellow was cancelled, so it's just 4 yet.
4, but
4 right now.
4 and 1 red. Look at it.
Yes, red card.
You add the red card and everything.
Yes, 2 first half, now 2 second half.
Okay.
So it's just 4. If the pundit we have to
remaining 1.
Remaining 2 over 5.5 meaning 6.
Yeah.
So it's still game on in that encounter. Throwing to Cameroon in this one. So it's still game on. Let's see if Cameroon can actually do something special. Mukundi, who got the yellow card, possession of the ball, but the ball was out of play already. So it's going to be a throw into Guinea in this second half. And Shegun, what do you think Guinea should be doing right now?
Well, I think, like I explained, they should be playing more of a compact midfield game and try to have a big battle with Cameroon in the midfield, not them defending wholly against them Cameroon in this encounter. That was why they lost the midfield battle earlier on and considered that goal early in the second half. And it's still them playing with you can see the back line, still them playing with about 4 or 5 players at the back, which I think is still a bit okay for them. But trying to defend only against Cameroon is really going to be a problem for them. Let them be flexible a bit and try and battle it out in the midfield.
And that's a cross into the box from that Cameroonian player, but met with that defender from Guinea who had to clear that one out with his head and finds the pass again. Follow-up shot.
Wow.
But the shot rolls up and went way off target from Olivier Uncham. That has been so quiet in this game so far. But plays that shot, but that shot went way off target. So it's going to be goal kick to Guinea at this point in time, 67th minute of that encounter. Guinea is 1 man down. Cameroon trying to exploit that 1 man down. But hey, they've gotten a goal because they were a goal down. It's now 1-1. Will Cameroon be able to take this one home, Solomon?
To take this 1-1.
Will Cameroon be able to take this game home? That is, win this game from this position?
Well, anything can happen, but anything can happen. You can see the Kenyans also fighting for them not to score, and they have the advantage. The advantage is on Cameroon to win this. But I'm just looking out for how I actually want the Guineans to draw this match or to win it. I'm not supporting Cameroon, So, but if looking at the tactics here, definitely they will dominate Cameroon.
No, I'm not talking about who you support. Based on what you've seen so far in the second half, do you think Cameroon can take the game with the way they are playing?
With the way they are playing, they cannot take it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Shagun, do you share any sentiment?
Well, I don't share in that. You see it that, or you've seen it for the past 20 minutes of the second half. Like, has really been Cameroon dominated play against Guinea. It's just about when it starts up second goal going to come in for the Cameroonians.
Yeah.
Don't take that pressure to Guinea. They've been doing it right from the second half, and it's going to pay off at the end of the day for them.
So
I
it's
think,
free kick.
it's advantage Cameroon. 80% chances of winning this game belongs to Cameroon. And
Yeah.
if this game ends in a draw, they'll have themselves to blame about it.
Yeah, they'll have themselves to blame. It's Guinea now in possession of the ball. We'll find start midfielder right there. We'll touch it back to the defense. And it's Guinea trying to look at a way to keep possession. Kone placed a long one forward, trying to reach out for that Guinean player. But hey, they lost possession to Christopher Wu, who tries to attack with the ball right now. Finds Frank Magri, the goal scorer, cross into the box, but was well defended by that Guinean player. The number 17 right there, Julian Genvier, was there to clear the danger. So it's corner kick to Cameroon at this point in time of this fixture. Nkudu is there to take the free kick. It seems the pressure now is now beginning to calm down, Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah, it's already counting on. It's already coming down on him because at early stage, but when we came into this game, you could see how
And
much.
that corner came in, but there was no one that could convert that for Cameroon. And Olivier Amcham finds his teammate who plays it into the box.
Too much.
But there was too much weight on that ball. So it's going to be a goal kick to Cameroon.
In the other stage of the game, we had Guinea dominating possession, getting into all those necessary places around the box of Cameroon. Cameroon not being able to get into the flow of the game, and that was where we saw the frustration on the face of Roberto Song and the Cameroon FA president Samuel Eto'o. But right now, from the 30th minute, you could see Cameroon growing into it and starting to dominate midfield. Aguiza had to get back into the deeper position to try and dictate play for Cameroon, which actually worked the magic for them. And they had to force Guinea to get in a red card. And after that red card, the first goal came in for the Cameroonians early on in the second half. And one thing about you defending, and when you about you soaking pressure is that you'll do a lot of defending, you'll do a lot of runnings going back into your box, which will bring in fatigue into your team, which will bring in the tired legs in your players. So the last 20 minutes is actually a big one for Guinea. Let's see how much they can defend. Can they defend for that 20 minutes against a full Cameroon team? A full-blown Cameroon team. How can they do that for 20 minutes? That is where the question is right now.
Yeah, that's actually where the question is. You can hear it from Chegun right there. It's 71st minute of that encounter. It's Guinea who has a throw-in towards the final third of Cameroon right there. Trying to push back and take the game to Cameroon, though they were one man down. Let me ask Solomon, has that one man down been really obvious the second half?
Of course, it has been obvious, but not too obvious to some extent. The Guinean has been able to, I think curtail them, work out something, and they are able to still maintain their positioning. And look at it, 71 minutes, you got a red card in the first half, and you are still 1-1 by now. Everybody would have expected that by now Cameroon should be ahead of them, but they are still on the game.
Yeah, Kone plays a long one forward, right there, leaving the attacker to chase, but follow-up header right there. It's Guinea trying to attack with the ball, but he was dispossessed by that Cameroonian left back right there. And running forward and sets that long pass, but that will be easily taken by Kone, who controls that one. And Youngwa, who sets that pass, there was too much weight on that pass. He set towards Oliver Kemen right there. But it's game on in that encounter. Christopher Wu looks like he's injured. He's down on the field. Can he continue? It looks like he might not be able to continue.
He can continue, but he want to go and this thing is.
I think he has strap on his nail.
He had a strap on his ear.
Yeah, so you have to go and.
It's just being managed.
It's been managed. No doubt, it's been managed because you can't just come into the game and strap your knee. Unnecessary. So it's not like it's been managed in this game.
Yeah.
playing 72 minutes shows that he has had more than enough time. Okay, I think we have a water break, cooling break
Yeah,
right
that's the
now.
cooling break
I
right
think
now.
this might just be the moment to douse the pressure on the boys.
Yeah, so let's see if Cameroon will take this one, or maybe it's going to be Guinea that's going to hold their own defensively and actually take this one. From the first 6 games that we've seen already in this competition, it looks like so many surprises are still in the pipeline.
Yeah, there's still a lot of surprises to come. We still have a big game tonight. Algeria against Angola. That also promises to be another interesting game. We know how good the Algerian national team is, and we know what surprises the Angolian national team can also bring in a game of football. Although it's not more really like the day of where we have a Manucho and the likes playing for Angola, but you can't really take anything away from them also. So there's still a lot of beautiful games to come in the first games. Though I'm not really faulting the big boys not to getting the goals in the first games, because this is still the first game in the competition. They are still getting into the mood of the competition. So at least by the time we're getting into the second game, that we'll start seeing more seriousness and more I'm not really saying they are unserious, but we'll start seeing them getting into the full blown mindset
The mood
of
of the
the mood of
competition.
the competition.
Yeah, so right there, 74th minute, still Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. Looking at the way the game is going, it looks more like a game that's heading for a draw, Solomon.
Yeah, it's gradually, well, they say 14 minutes, 15 minutes. It's still a lot of time. Yeah, but the possibility of a draw is certain too. But well, anything can happen in football. Anything can happen in football. I just wish the Guineans able to hold the Cameroonians till the end.
Yeah, so there's a substitution right there for Cameroon right there. Christopher Wu will not be able to continue. Frank Magri and Christopher Wu was withdrawn for Junior and Omar Gonzalez right there. So let's see, will those substitution hold so much water? Will those substitution do the needful for Cameroon right there? Who needs this game who needs to take advantage in this game and at least win this one so that they can be in a comfortable situation and they won't be like the likes of Egypt and the Super Eagles of
Ghana.
Nigeria. No, Ghana lost, but you can't compare to Egypt and Super Eagles who drew there. That's a long pass forward to that
Should be crossing
Guinean
that
player,
as
and he
possible.
controls that one, tried to cut into the box, dropped it for his teammate. Oh, but that one lose that at the edge of the box. But that Guinean paced back and got that one back. And tries to possess with the ball, attack with the ball, controls that one. But hey, tackles flying in right there. And it seems that will be a free kick to Guinea at the 76th minute of that encounter. Look at that movement. And that was a
He
foul
was set
right
himself for a one, so yeah, good movement for him. That was actually a tactical foul there from what's it called, from Kemen. If I'm not mistaken, he was all made that tackle there. And he took one for his team because that would have set Guinea on a run on a counter attack against them there.
Yeah, and the free kick that was sent forward looks more or less like a back pass to the Cameroon goalkeeper, who is having a goal kick and plays that one fast straight to his defender right there. And it looks more like Cameroon are beginning to drop down in that tempo to win this game. So it's game on in that encounter. So let's see, can Cameroon do the needful? Can they do what is expected of them? Jean Charles with the ball, cross it into the box. And Kudu couldn't get enough touch on that one. And he missed that one. And it's going to be a goal kick to Cameroon.
To Guinea.
To Guinea, sorry, towards the dying embers of this game. Look at that header. It was very obvious that he's not really good area.
It's not about not being there. I think he ran into that header. He had a body around him there, was defending around him. Probably that was why he lost control of his flight going into that ball there.
So 78th minute of this game, still Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. So far, so good for Cameroon, not so good for Guinea. So game on in this encounter, but the referee has spotted an infringement against Olivier Kemen right there, and it's going to be free kick to Cameroon and at this point in time. So it's game on in that encounter. Will they do the needful? I mean, Cameroon. Maybe yes or maybe not. Now look at the he placed the ball towards the right hand side. Jean Charles who fancy crossing this one, low cross into the box, but hey, that Guinean defender right there cleared that one and cleared it to safety, and is Cameroon back in possession with the ball right there. Who finds his teammate in the midfield, Mohamed, who touched that one fast. Mukundi, sorry, and straight to Frank Anguissa, who finds Nkudu. Nkudu plays that low cross into the box, but was easily cleared by that Guinean player. Now the pressure is beginning to eat up right there in this matchup, and the Guinean player is down holding his leg. The referee wants to watch.
It's not like they are more interested in wasting time right now. Wow,
Yeah,
shit.
That was a stab.
That should be a yellow card.
That was a right.
Let's see if the
stab,
referee will go into the VR to check that.
I think VR will check this one. I think VR will check this one. I think
the referee the VR need to call on the attention of the referee. The referee is asking him to go out of the field.
Yeah, he has to go out.
He has to go out because play has to go on. And 80th minute of this encounter, still Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. And it looks more like there will be a nervy finish to this game, as it looks like Cameroon is struggling to take the lead after getting that equalizer earlier in the second half. So that player for Guinea right there, leaping, really leaping right there. Let's just see if he will be able to continue in that encounter. So the referee pulls the ball down and said, it's a dead end, so game should restart. Anguissa with the ball right there. Who finds Olivier Kemen, who finds his teammate right there, and finds Jean on the right hand, who cuts that player off and plays a low cross into the box. But it was easily cleared out by that Guinean defender, Javier, right there. So it's throwing to Cameroon at the 81st minute of this encounter. Well, will Cameroon do the needful? Can they do the magical? Can they make this game come alive again towards these dying embers of this game? It's left to be seen if they are going to do the needful. So it's Jinka who crossed the ball into the box again, but was blocked off for a corner kick at the 81st minute of that encounter. So let's see if something special will happen. Emmanuel, you can join this conversation on our live chat. Let's know what you feel about this game. Let's know what's on your mind and what you want to communicate about today. So on this encounter, and Cameroon plays the corner into the box, and that was good defending from Guinea right there, who plays a long one forward, but it's going to be a throw-in to Cameroon. You can see the urgency now by the Cameroon.
Yeah, we are in the last 10 minutes of this game, and the urgency needs to come in because if they are playing into the hands of Guinea, who are trying to slow the pace and the tempo of the game, it's really going to be to the disadvantage of Cameroon, who really needs this victory in the first game against Guinea. It's going to be a big loss to them if they are. That 1 point is going to be like a big loss to them if they don't take a maximum points, because they know that they've actually dominated play, and you're playing at an advantage with 1 man advantage over a Guinea side, and you are not being able to get up this victory. So this last 8 minutes of this game is actually going to be a dicey one. They really need to up the tempo and not just play to what Guinea wants them to play.
And that's a cross into the box, but Kone,
you can see the goalkeeper. He's not in a rush to kick that out.
Of course he's not in a rush. Why will he be in a rush? Straight to the left chat. Emmanuel Zanzimana says, Guinea, please score, please. Really begging.
No, they actually deserve 1 point in this encounter. Looking at the way they started this game against Cameroon, they actually deserve a point.
And Cameroon playing the tip-top right there at the defense. Will they be able to hold their own? It's still left to be seen. So Cameroon right there sent that long ball forward. But the Guinean player was right there to do the clearance header. And straight back to Mukundi, who finds Frank Anguissa, who comes in deep into the midfield to take that ball. And Jean Charles returns it back to Frank Anguissa, who returns it back to Jean Charles. And Jean Charles that has been playing in the crosses today. I don't think his crosses has been fantastic.
Oh, his crosses has not really been there. It hasn't really been the A-graded crosses like we were expecting. The threatening crosses like we were expecting from a player like
And
him.
Olivia plays this one into the box. But hey, that Guinean player says no way right there. And it's still Cameroon in possession of the ball right there. What can they do with this ball possession, this dominance? Can they turn it into the winning goal? Let's see, it's only left to be seen. Only left to be seen if they will turn it to a winning goal. So it's still game on in that encounter. Cameroon won, Guinea won at this point in time. 84th minute in that game already. You can see no smiles at all. No shere like the Yorubas will say. It is no playing at all. And that shot went way off target. Even if they expand the goalpost a little, they still won't accommodate that shot. You know, footballers will just make one silly attempt and now frown their eyes as if they
You know, that was the intention was it to send the ball way off target, and I think this is a tactical change from Diawara. I'm trying to remove Bayo, the striker.
In fact, I just wanted to complain about him. You understand?
He has been isolated after the red card.
No, after the red card, apart from the isolation, he's not part of the marking. You know what I'm saying?
There's no
He
way,
plays
there's
that, you know,
no way he's going to defend.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a striker.
If you look at him, there are balls. He's close to them. At least go tackling. He will not. It's just like, you know, some situations like Ronaldo will not want to tackle. That's exactly
Mohamed Bayo, the goal scorer for Guinea, has been withdrawn for Jose Kante. Let's see if Kante can bring that special moment they need. Oh, we've just seen only 4 cards in this game yet. We've not seen any other one. So let's see if this game will end like this, or maybe we will have something to celebrate towards the dying embers of this game. I mean, a goal. So that's a pass straight to the right hand side.
What sort of pass is that?
Wait on that pass from Gonzalez. That just came in and wanted to set an hospital pass for Jean Charles right there, who has been pulling in the crosses. But hey, that one, there was no way that one could go. So it's game on in that encounter. Still Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. Wow. It looks more like this game is ending.
Yeah, it looks more like it's heading for a draw. And kudos to Guinea.
Yeah.
They've actually been composed, except for considering that goal against the run of play. They've been composed against Cameroon. Even after going one man down, you have to give it to them with the way they've managed the situation in the second half. I love the way they play. You know, trying to dominate, and not trying to dominate. Trying to control the flow of game and the tempo of the game. They wanted slow, and they kept it slow with Cameroon. And Cameroon were unable to just take advantage of that woman's situation. Really big one for Guinea. It's a big 1 point for them.
Yeah, that is if it ends this way. So 87 minutes of that encounter. It will really be a big 1 point for Guinea, as Segun said, if it ends 1-1 in this encounter. So game on in that encounter. Jean Charles in possession of the ball right now for Cameroon, who finds Gonzalez, who gets a simple touch back and turned back into the midfield for Olivia Uncham right there. And that was coming in. And that was well cleared by the Guinean defender. Straight to Jean Charles again, who set that pass to Frank Anguissa, who has been shaded out of the box. And that's a stop pass, drop down. And oh my goodness, that's a big chance.
Wow!
That's a big save by Kone right there. That was a point blank attempt from that Cameroonian player.
You can see the
And
reaction of it too.
look at
No, Samuel Eto'o has to be disappointed because we know how prolific of a striker
He
Samuel
was,
Eto'o was
yeah.
during his
Yeah, of
career.
Look at
course, of
that
course.
drop
And that is
pass.
the standard. That is the standard you'll be expecting. I think that is Patrick
Oh,
Mboma
that
also
was a
said
left
something there.
back. Was that a left back? No, that was not a left back. That was a right footer right there. Who had that?
But that was
attempt?
actually a good one. That
That's
was a good save.
Ekambi, the striker. Who had that attempt?
That was a good save there from
That
Kone.
was a
Also,
good
you don't have
save.
to, we don't have to take anything away from that. He actually got that.
Look at it.
On a good day, this might have gone into the back of the net as a goal.
Yeah, and look at
The
he
follow-up
quickly
again.
recover
Oh,
and
so fast.
took off the rebound away from that left back, that Cameroon left back, Yongua, right there. So that's beautiful stuff. Beautiful goalkeeping from Ibrahim Kone right there. So see Cameroon 1, Guinea 1, 89 minutes of this encounter. Let's see if we'll still witness another goal. In this competition so far, we have witnessed 16 goals.
17 goals.
16 goals
16.
in this game
16.
right here. 16 goals and promises to be a goal first of action in AFCON. If you've not joined in, you really need to join in. Don't forget to like and follow our page, and you'll be notified every time we come up like this for our watch along and for our shows on Fridays, 7 p.m. Talk Sports. Promises to be exciting. We'll talk about anything sports and we dissect it, we go deep into it. So tell somebody to tell somebody about us. We are here for you and to give you a city hot, like the Pigeon Brothers will say. So it's game on in that encounter. That was a tackle on Nkudu, which the referee says no, this should be a free kick. So it's 90 minutes of that game already. Still Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. Wow.
Good game of football.
Yeah.
Tactical brilliance game of football. You have to give it up to the manager of Guinea, Diawara, the way he managed the second half unexpectedly. Because my own expectations was that Cameroon were going to come into the second half, be able to rush Guinea and get the second goal or the first and second goal. Yeah,
And
we got
the
the
cross
first goal.
comes into the box, but that was an header. But Ibrahim Kone came to the rescue right there. And
But if we look at it, the man of the match might either be Kone or the number 11 for Cameroon.
Cameroon
Kudu, yes,
6
these are the
minutes
two
of
yeah,
players.
and there will be 6 minutes additional time in the second half of this game between Cameroon and Guinea. Wow, 6 minutes to see if Cameroon can take home the day or will Guinea hold their own. That's a throw-in to Guinea at the 91st minute of this encounter. It's game on. Let's see if Guinea can do something special in this game now. That's a throw-in. It sends that one forward, but hey, Cameroon easily intercepts that one. But that follow-up block from the Guinean player was blocked by that Cameroonian. And let's see, and that's an attack right there into the box, but it was blocked by that Guinean player. Right
Good
there.
defensive work.
Good defensive work. And it sends that one forward, but it was easily blocked by Makundi right there. Mukundi, the Cameroonian defender. So it's Jean Charles with the ball. Pass to Olivier Kemen right there, who tries to roll with the ball, but finds his teammate. Sends it to Olivier Ncham. Ncham finds Frank Anguiza, and who tries to turn, Okundu tries to turn in the box. But the referee says there's an infringement right there. It's going to be a free kick to Guinea at this time in the second minute of additional time. The referee
He's
says
outside the pitch already, so he has to stay outside the pitch, not bringing in a bloody face onto the pitch.
Onto the pitch, yeah. Look at what happened right there. Look at what happened. And pushed him, dragged him to the ground.
Look at the fight.
Look at it. And if you now look at it also, Mukhtar Diakabi, the standing-in captain after the captain left the field,
Yeah,
has done a
he has
good
actually
job.
been a big man in that defense for Guinea. Even right from the first half, he has been one of the biggest problems for Cameroon to break through the centre backs of Guinea in this encounter, and he kept his composure for the rest of this encounter, which is really a big man doing at the back for the Guineans.
So big man doing right there. And looking at the way the game is going, do you think Cameroon can come up with another magic, Solomon?
With another magic.
Yeah, just to win this game.
Of course, in football, anything can happen, but I don't see
from
them,
the bench. You have your coach, Rigobert Song. Can he actually come up with one substitution that can do something good? And that's a shot for Guinea right there. But hey, the shot
It was too weak.
was too weak and was way off target from Moriba right there. Did as if he want to make a good attempt out of it. But even if they extend that goal post, that ball was still going to the net. So, 4th minute of additional time right there. Cameroon trying to attack with the ball. Will they do something special? Frank Anguissa tries to find his teammate. But hey, that Guinean player put his body in the way. And the referee says it's an infringement on Olivier Uncham, who has held his leg right there and who looks like he's in pain. So, 2 minutes plus left to be played in this game. Tensions are rising. Pressure is heating up. What will happen in this game? Will Cameroon take all 3 points, or will they share the spoils? But you can't leave out the fact that even Guinea can still win this game. So it's Cameroon who has the free kick, who has this free kick from, I think, around 35 meters. Plays it into the box, and that's an header out. And the Guinean player had to clear that one, but not so far away. And the follow-up pass right there, and straight to the left back, Yongwa, who tries to run with the ball, but was blocked by 2 Guinean players right there. So 5th minute of additional time. Out of the 6-minute additional time, and we already know that whenever you see the 6 minutes, it means at least 6 minutes right there. So there'll be a double substitution for Guinea. The number 20 is coming off. Mori Konate is coming off in this game for Isiaga Sila in this encounter. So the coach is renewing blood defensively.
Yeah, it's needed. It's needed right now. I
renewing
think
blood and wasting time.
the last minute it should be more of a compact defending for Guinea, which I think they've done very well in this second half.
And that cross coming in, drop header back, and that was headed out by the Guinean player right there. Leaving Guinea to counter right there. Place that one forward, but it was blocked for a throw-in to Guinea. You can see the captain right there who came back to the stands to keep watching this game. See if his team can actually hold their own. With that red card, I think he will be missing the next match.
Yeah, he'll be missing the next match. And I think the next 2 matches in the group stage will be what will be mixing. And it'll actually be a big miss for Guinea, looking at the impact he had before going off, unfortunately, for that red card.
Yeah. So it's throwing to Guinea. I think the 6 minutes additional time is up. So let's see if the referee will end the game anytime from now. It's throwing to Cameroon. And the referee says it's the final whistle. So it's Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. They actually share the spoils in this encounter. Let me start with Solomon. Your final thoughts on this?
A good one for Guinea, good fight, for Guinea, and a lot of people have felt that. People might say when I saw them got that red card, also what kind of game is this? But they were able to still cover up for the red card, bring up the fight. They fought against Cameroon. And where I want to really praise the Guinean is their defense. They have a very solid defense and the determination also. It is there. Look at the faces of the defenders. Look at the faces of the player. They are into it. They want to win. They are not relaxed. You understand? For the whole 90 minutes, they are not relaxed. You know, they really want to play this game, and they got a draw. To me, it's a very good result. It's just like Nigerian drew, and we felt Nigerian lost. This draw to them is like a victory. So that is my take.
Well, good game of football, tactical brilliance from both managers. Talking about Roberto Song and the Awara. I think Roberto Song will be the biggest loser of this because he will feel let down not taking that that full advantage of the one-man advantage they had. But at the point you have to look at it, like, if this game had ended up with 11 aside, and looking at the way Guinea started this game, they were on the front side of it when the game started. You know, getting that early goal against Cameroon and getting a red card, and they had to just tweak things in the second half, which really worked for them. It's a big 1 point for them, and you can see the happy faces of the Guinean fans. They can actually dream of making it to the next round. You know, going up in the next game against the Gambia is actually a great game for them. They can fancy a victory over the Gambians, and Cameroon has a big one against Senegal, which is another hard tie for Cameroon. Sorry, it's going to be a difficult one for them for going up against Senegal. Should they lose that game against Senegal, they will have 1 point, and it's going to be an advantage of Guinea. Should Guinea beat up the whipping boys in that group, the Gambians? So it's actually still an open group for the remaining 3 of them. And it's looking like a group that it might be easily won by Senegal. Great game of football.
So, only time will tell with Senegal easily top that group. It's still left to be seen. Thank you guys for joining us.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And my name is Afulana Adeyemi, and thank you for joining us. We hope you have subscribed to our channel so that you can get notified. We'll see you tomorrow for the next AFCON match. And don't forget, you can only fail if you stop trying. So don't give up on your dreams. Keep asking, keep checking till they become a reality you can touch and feel. It's good night and God bless you.
The 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is around the corner. Spirit are high, expectations are also high. Who is going to win the AFCON? Will Egypt, the 7 times winner of the African Cup of Nations, repeat it again for the 8th time? The 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is around the corner. Spirit are high, expectations are also high. Who is going to win the AFCON? Will Egypt, the 7 times winner of the African Cup of Nations, repeat it again for the 8th time? That is what we'll be looking at for. Or will Morocco, one of the top African countries who represented Africa in the World Cup, will they replicate it in the AFCON by winning the AFCON? Or will Nigeria, the 3 times African champion, repeat it again for the 4th time? That is what we will be looking at for today. So we'll go to the street and hear what the fans have to say about the AFCON. This is Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Guinea. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center. All right, right now they're here with Adediran and Nigeria by blood, Nigeria by color, and Nigeria by everything. And you want to talk about the AFCON, where they come up, where they go start tomorrow. And Adediran, so the match, the AFCON, they come up. So which country do you say, out of the whole country, the 24 countries where you go and play for this AFCON, if you give me like 5 where to say they fit to win this Nations Cup?
Okay. About the 5 nations, I'll go for Senegal, Algeria, Morocco, South Africa, and Let us put Nigeria there, sha.
Yeah, but they don't. He said, let us put Nigeria there, Sha. To get confidence. To get confidence. To me, I see small patriotism waiting to talk. He said, make we put Nigeria there, Sha. So what do you make loud Nigeria now?
Nigeria no do anything to even carry this African Cup of Nations because almost all their 9 get injury like this. So who they want to use? Shane, I mean they want you start their match. They don't feel use me now. So Nigeria don't get possibility, but more just put them sharp. Now football.
Now football. Okay, now I don't hear your 5 best. If you tell me now, say okay. Now the country will go win, because if you get this one, you go hear from us. Say yes. Premier Sport Fan Center will reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? So out of these 5, where we measure which country you say you feel say you go win this AFCON.
Make I go for Algeria.
Algeria. All right, they say now Algeria now go win this Nations Cup. Okay, this Nations Cup now where they come up, I want you to mention some of your best African players. Some best African players when they play all over Africa. Where you say you like them as when they play.
Okay, Riyad Mahrez, Mohamed Salah, Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi, and Anthony.
All right, he call Wilfred Ndidi, but unfortunately, Wilfred Ndidi don't come out. He get injury during the training section, and he don't go back, and he has been replaced. So he no go follow play for this AFCON. So okay, so now how far you say you too strong for think say Nigeria go win. How far you say Nigeria go?
Nigeria go still reach quarter-final, sha. But semi-final no too sure for them, but more just quarter-final.
All right, when Nigeria played their friendlies against Abu Dhabi side club, they beat them 12-0. They can't go play against Guinea. They can't score. Guinea can't win them 2-0. Prior, the last match before the AFCON go start. It give you confidence, Abi, it scatter your mind.
It scatter their mind. Every my mind is scattered.
It scatter their mind.
Now their mind is scattered.
Okay. All right, now their mind is scattered. So we don't hear Adediran. They say Algeria now go win this year's AFCON. I remember say, this Algeria where you call now then win 2019 AFCON. Yes. They don't win 2019 AFCON. So we are on the lookout if Adediran prediction will come through. Say now Algeria will win AFCON 2023-2024 season. Thank you very much. The 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is around the corner. Spirit are high, expectations are also high. Who is going to win the AFCON? Will Egypt, the 7 times winner of the African Cup of Nations, repeat it again for the 8th time? That is what we'll be looking at for. Or will Morocco, one of the top African countries who represented Africa in the World Cup, will they replicate it in the AFCON by winning the AFCON? Or will Nigeria, the 3 times African champion, repeat it again for the 4th time? That is what we will be looking at for today. So we'll go to the street and hear what the fans have to say about the AFCON. This is Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Guinea. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center. All right now I'm here with Elder now from Cote d'Ivoire income, and the African Cup of Nations, they are around the corner and everybody they happy. Now Elder self they follow happy, and right now Cote d'Ivoire will start the match tomorrow. How you they feel?
Good morning, my brother.
Okay, good morning.
When it comes to African country, me I no sabi speak English, I dey talk English.
Okay.
So I wan talk my English, make everybody dey understand wetin we dey talk.
All right.
So when it comes to African Cup of Nations, all of us will be African.
Yeah.
So as an African, I dey Nigeria right now. Okay. And Nigeria dem be the side wey dey do well before. Okay. When we dey grow up, we dey hear Nigerians are doing well, and if you see Nigerian players, then they play well. Okay. The likes of them JJ Okocha, Kanu Nwankwo. But after wey that time don pass, e come be like say Nigeria don go relegation.
Hi. Oh, you don't hear Elder say Nigeria don't go relegation when it comes to African football because they need to do well. And I remember they talk about the 1994 squad when Nigeria won the AFCON, that time when we get the JJ Okocha and the likes of them. But this one when they want to play now, 2024, when they want to play for your country, for Cote d'Ivoire, you know, who thinks, before I ask you who thinks they go win, I want you to tell me like 5 African nations, African countries, be say, then they try for football now.
Okay. Recently, if you talk of African football nations where they play well, I go call Morocco, I go call Algeria, I go call Egypt based on say one more magic man Mo Salah dey there. I go fit carry which other country join am. Okay, I go put Nigeria. May dem no come vex for me say I dey their country and I dey talk against them. Nigeria go follow. And then as we dey go now, this Nigeria, because the matter wey we dey talk now na Nigeria matter. Wetin we dey talk, Nigeria dey play tomorrow. Whether na Equatorial Guinea they wan play.
They play next tomorrow. Yeah, they play
tomorrow. Yeah. Na wetin Nigeria play next tomorrow. Now we go to know how far they go for this African Cup of Nations.
All right, you don't hear Elder. I say wetin Nigeria play tomorrow. He mentioned Nigeria for the top 5 where he believes say if carry the AFCON. I say there, so my body they shock me because at the moment when we say everybody they happy when it comes to AFCON, Africa they rejoice. We see the best of African football. Now, for this African football AFCON they want to start now. You fit tell me like your players wey they go fit shine where we say they get big name for Africa.
Okay. When it come to players wey go fit shine, I get only 3 players. Okay. No be because of say them be my favorite player, but na because of I like their way of playing. Okay. Number 1 for me, I go carry Mahrez.
Mahrez of Algeria.
Yes. Number 2, I go carry this Nigerian boy Victor Osimhen. Yes. And my number 3. Na Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah, you don't hear Elder, you don't define him. You just break him down as it be the three big superstar of Africa. All right, now finally, because this our interview what we do now, we they take people and say they go to give us prediction. Now this country go win. Now this country we go to store and they keep. If their prediction come through, they go hear from us. So out of all these people who don't measure, who you think will carry this AFCON, this 2023-24 season?
When it comes to who go carry this AFCON, that one my body dey sweet me. Okay. Because I don't get 2 people where I dey see say na then go final. Okay. Not be because say I just see them, but I don't sleep. We watch football for inside sleep. I see say na them winner. It dey between the 2 of them. And those 2 people, na Morocco versus Nigeria.
Oh, you don't hear that Morocco. You know, so Morocco when they come for World Cup, they almost scatter World Cup. All Nigerians and they happy. Everybody for Africa they happy for Morocco. But now it's time for them to come prove out for Africa. And you don't hear Elder from Cote d'Ivoire. He say Morocco or Nigeria. Now in the look for to win this AFCON. But inside Morocco and Nigeria because we need to take 2 alternative because if you take all 2, you don't disqualify. Just mention 1 because if you get that 1, now we will find you.
Okay. No wahala. The one when I see really na Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah, Elder for Cote d'Ivoire. Don't give it to Morocco. Say na Morocco go win this AFCON 2023-2024. Thank you very much, Elders. We enjoy your interview.
We are looking forward to what will happen at the end of the match.
Alright, the 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is around the corner. Spirit are high, expectations are also high. Who is going to win the AFCON? Will Egypt, the 7 times winner of the African Cup of Nations, repeat it again for the 8th time? That is what we'll be looking at for. Or will Morocco, one of the top African countries who represented Africa in the World Cup, will they replicate it in the AFCON by winning the AFCON? Or will Nigeria, the 3 times African champion, repeat it again for the 4th time? That is what we will be looking at for today. So we'll go to the street and hear what the fans have to say about the AFCON. This is Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Guinea. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center. Alright, right now I'm there with Toby and you can see I'm already they wear former Super Eagle jersey and AFCON is around the corner. Everybody they happy before the match, you know, with high expectations say Nigeria go do well for this AFCON. And I therefore talk with Toby here. This time around Toby na Nigeria. Toby, how you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Okay, they feel good, they feel great. So what do you think about the AFCON when they come? How you think, which country to say, that out of the countries where they play for this AFCON, which of the 5 big countries where you think say if you win this AFCON?
Okay, what I would say is just that let's just hope in God and believe in God that everything will be alright. But I'm fully supporting Nigeria to win this because we have really tried to even be at this stage to get to the top, but we should just to pray for Nigeria to just win this cup. We really need it at this time of the day.
All right, you hear that? We say Nigeria need this cup at this time and at this moment where we say people know they smile. But if that Nigeria can win that cup, you go see jubilation, you go see celebration everywhere. Go declare, go declare. And so, which of the countries out of the countries that you mention 5 where to say go do well for this AFCON?
Okay, let's say Morocco, Algeria, and then Nigeria. That's the country I believe they can do well.
All right, here we say Morocco, Algeria, and Nigeria. All the Ria they follow for the number 2-2. You understand? So, and out of now, before let me single it out. You mentioned 3, so those 3 you like. So now, finally, because if you want to say, okay, they look for you, we not going to give you because you give us 2 alternatives or 3 alternatives. We will look for you because you give us 1 alternative. So, who be that? Which country you say go carry the AFCON this year?
No another country than Nigerian because I believe you can do it and we are going to do it. I'm going to win this cup and I'm very sure that we're going to take it. I'm going to try our best to get this cup. Nigerian, one Nigerian.
All right, you don't hear Toby that Nigeria call because the Nigeria MB, but then the other man we talked before, now Erdana from Cote d'Ivoire, he said Morocco. So now, I want you to mention some of the players what we go look out for this AFCON. Those are these players. They go do well for this AFCON. You don't see them when they do well for their club, then they do well for their country. Can you mention like 5 or as many as you can?
Okay, let me just mention like 3. Okay. My beloved player, Victor Osimhen, and Mahrez and Mohamed Salah. Okay. I love them so well. I believe they are going to do well in this country.
All right, you don't hear them. He said Nigeria go win, and he's looking out for Mohamed Salah, Victor Osimhen, and Mahrez of Algeria. Thank you very much, Mr. Toby, for talking with us.
Thank you, sir.
And enjoy the rest of your day. The 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations is around the corner. Spirit are high, expectations are also high. Who is going to win the AFCON? Will Egypt, the 7 times winner of the African Cup of Nations, repeat it again for the 8th time? That is what we'll be looking at for. Or will Morocco, one of the top African countries who represented Africa in the World Cup, will they replicate it in the AFCON by winning the AFCON? Or will Nigeria, the 3 times African champion, repeat it again for the 4th time? That is what we will be looking at for today. So we'll go to the street and hear what the fans have to say about the AFCON. This is Premier Sport Fan Center. My name is Guinea. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center. Right now, they're here with David and AFCON, they come up. You know, all the African countries, 24 African countries, one can compete for this AFCON Cup. So, and we know the history now. Senegal be the defending champion. So this season, if you give me 5 favorites, to say they will win this AFCON.
Egypt. Because Salah is improving this season. Like.
Okay. Yeah, you know, say Egypt last. Now them play final with Senegal last AFCON. You know, it was a battle between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. You know, but Sadio Mane won Mo Salah in that. So you think say this time around Egypt will come take them back?
Yes.
All right. Apart from Egypt, which other country to say if you win? They play the country plenty because one Senegal day, Egypt day, Morocco day, Algeria day. You know, Cote d'Ivoire 9 the whole time. Cote d'Ivoire 9 the whole time. Nigeria day. You understand? Nigeria day, Ghana day, Cameroon day. You understand what I'm saying? So which of this country to say if still try?
I think Morocco, because they have players, something like that. Hakimi, Ziyech. Okay. And Ziyech is playing nice in Galatasaray because scoring free kick. Even beats Man U champion. So Man U went to. So I think Morocco can try too.
All right, you hear him. He say Morocco can also try because now let Morocco do African proud for the World Cup. Now then go far. Then go reach they reach quarter final, reach semi final. You know, for after a very long time, African country never reach there, but now them be first to reach semi final of the World Cup. So and the ball still for their leg, they never throw him. So we agree with you to some extent. So apart from that, if you tell me your best African player, I will be saying this time around, you like these African players. If you mention their name, the ones where you like, whether in Egypt, whether in Nigeria, whether in Morocco, anywhere, just your African love players.
Kudus, Mohamed Kudus. He's playing well in West Ham.
Okay.
He's scoring goals.
Right.
Like, Kudus can also try. Ghana can reach somewhere too because they beat Nigeria in the last, qualifier to go World Cup. Okay. So they beat Nigeria. Okay. So Ghana too can try. They can reach final, they can reach anywhere.
Okay, your final decision. Which country will win the AFCON this year on?
I don't know yet too.
But you were saying Morocco, you were saying Egypt. Egypt, Abi?
Egypt.
So if we don't hear in the course in Egypt, we go win this AFCON. Well, make we continue to the watch and see whether implementation will come through. Thank you very much for talking with us. The teams